So this is my testing setup with the A200S. We've got full phases on 2, and the third phase has only got 2 FETs on it. We're running with some, I think this is 10 gauge wire, 8 gauge, and then a 150cc Rotomax stator, just so that I can run it without it spinning and gives it a nice load. Now my power supply can only do 20 amps at 30 volts, so I need to limit it to 190 amps, which is close enough for this kind of testing. So we're going to just use keyboard control and just wham it on and see how long it takes. Here we go. Why is it? Sorry. Autofocus on this is a nightmare. Now we've got a bit of an issue at the moment because the heatsink doesn't quite work properly. I'm going to have to stop here because I think they're getting a bit too hot, so we're going to stop. But basically the problem at the moment is that the heatsink does not have good conduction from the board, which is just because of this thermal pad that I'm using is not very high from a conductivity in it. So once I get a new one of those, I should be able to improve the conductivity of the heatsink a bit more, because you can see that it is really rapidly falling back down to the temperature of the heatsink. So, you know, we were seeing like 130 amps or something. It was fluctuating around. So it's not that far off being able to do the 200, and I think once I get this problem solved with the heat sinking, then it should be able to quite easily do the 200 amps for the stated time, and probably quite a lot more than that. So as you can see, the temperature of the actual heatsink is probably about 40 degrees. Yeah, that seems about right. Motor's about the same temperature. Our 8 gauge wire is perfectly fine, and our 10 gauge is a little bit hot. Nothing else is really particularly problematic, so that'll do.